test people often. You know, I've had friends in my life that they might fuck up. They might make a certain mistake, right? And some time will go by. They'll apologize. They'll come back into my life, and they'll ask for a second chance, right? They will totally present themselves as a changed person and swear that they are not going to make the same mistake again. You know, men, women, whoever can make this mistake. They will, swear up and down because they want back into your circle because you provide certain benefits for them. So they will swear up and down they are a changed person, and you should let them back in because they're changed and they're going to be beneficial to you and yada yada. In most experiences I've had, this is because they want to go back to taking from you, and they miss the sweet hookup they've had with you. So, oftentimes, they will have enough willpower initially to barely keep on the facade that they are better than they are, or a changed person, or whatever. So, what I like to do to speed up the process of really seeing if they've changed or not is throw ridiculous amounts of temptation their way to see if I can sway them, to see if I can tempt them or weaken them into caving and showing me if they really have changed or if they really are pretending and are weak enough to go back to their old habits. And I would say 9.5 times out of 10, people are full of shit, and they will go back to being who they were originally very quickly, and even faster if you put their kryptonite right in their face. They will instantly go back, and you will see their life start to fall apart just as it did the first time. But this way, you don't get fucked a second time. You don't get burned a second time. You give them the rope to hang themselves, and you speed up the process. Hang themselves metaphorically speaking. Let's say if they are, an alcoholic who's pretending they've changed, and they used to come to you for money to buy alcohol or something like that. I'll just put some alcohol in their face and pretend like it just ended up there. And 9 times out of 10, they'll start drinking it, They'll give in to whatever habit it is. Most people are full of shit, and they would just want to go back to using you. And they'll put in some work to appear that they've changed, and they'll have a little discipline up front. But just at the point when you truly believe they've changed is the exact second they're going to fuck you again and go and, rip you off. So one way to speed up the process is to literally put that demonic pressure on them. And, this might sound kind of fucked up, but you want to catch these, if this is someone you want to give a second chance. Now, if you don't want to give them a second chance, then fuck it, cut them off the first time they fuck up. But if it's someone you see just a twinkle of potential in, it's better for you to test them and put that pressure on them quicker to see if they snap, so that it's not at the exact moment you let your guard down that they really put another knife in your back. It's always better when you can test them and get them to fail the test, so that, it didn't happen at a position when you were vulnerable. This is actually something I did today, as a matter of fact, with a I don't use the word friend, I use the word acquaintance. This is something I did today with an acquaintance of mine, just to see, if they really are what they say they are. And like I said, 9.5 times out of 10 people fail the test, which is great for me because it saves me, having to pull another knife out of my back and begin the healing process and recuperating, whether it was resources or time spent or whatever. So that's just a little, quick word of advice. When people come around telling you they've changed, really set something up and really go out of your way to, and here's the thing, don't make it seem like a test, right? Just start making things available. Start making things available for them to fuck up, without them even thinking you put it there. It's just certain things just start appearing very easy for them to take advantage of, and see if they take the bait. And 9 times out of 10, they will take the bait because people are fucking addicted. People are deceptive, and at the end of the day, you know, they want what they want, and their addiction is stronger than their love for you. So whether it's a power addiction, whether it's a drug addiction, whether it's a sex addiction, whether it's a money addiction, make that temptation so readily there for them, and they will take the bait 9.5 times out of 10, which is great, like I said, because it speeds things up for me, and I get to move on quicker to bigger and better things. But yeah, test people often, you know, test people often. When they say they've changed, keep testing them. And they might pass the first test, they might pass the second test, but I guarantee you the third or fourth time, because most people are full of shit, they are going to crack. So that's just a quick thought I had, you know, something I've been doing lately. Test people often.